Size matters not. Luke. Luke Skywalker lay where he had fallen in the snow on the ice planet Hoth. He was lost and he was cold. So tired. He couldn't keep his eyes open. Luke. He knew that voice. It was his old Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Luke forced his eyes open. Obi-Wan's ghostly form glowed softly above him. You will go to the Dagobah system, the spirit told Luke. There you will learn from Yoda, the Jedi Master who instructed me. Obi-Wan's words echoed in Luke's head over the next few days. He knew he had to travel to Dagobah. R2-D2, Luke's astromech droid, didn't like this one bit. As Luke flew his X-Wing toward the planet, R2-D2 beeped anxiously. No, Luke replied, I'm not going to change my mind about this. More than anything, Luke wanted to be a Jedi Knight. Obi-Wan had taught him about the Force and using his lightsaber, but then Obi-Wan had died. Luke knew he needed a Jedi Master who could complete his training. He had to find Yoda. Dagobah was covered in fog and the ground was impossible to see. Luke lost control of his X-Wing as he landed. The ship splashed down in a swamp, half underwater. You stay put, Luke told R2-D2. I'll have a look around. Luke made sure the area was safe, then set up camp. Still, there was something strange about the place. I feel like, he started. Feel like what? A croaky voice interrupted him. Luke whirled around, drawing his blaster. Like we're being watched, Luke finished. He saw a creature that was small and wrinkly with huge ears and green skin. Away put your weapon, it said. I mean you no harm. Help you I can. Luke doubted very much that this strange little creature could help him. I'm looking for a Jedi Master, he explained. Yoda, the creature replied. You seek Yoda. I'll take you to him, I will. He led Luke through the swamp to his small mud hut. Luke was getting impatient. The little green creature still hadn't told him when he would get to meet Yoda. Will it take us long to get there? Luke asked. Yoda not far, the creature answered. He puttered around, making dinner, but Luke wanted to see Yoda right away. We're wasting our time, Luke said, annoyed. The creature looked annoyed, too. I cannot teach him, he said, seemingly to someone else. The boy has no patience. He will learn patience, replied a voice, Obi-Wan Kenobi's voice. Much anger in him, like his father, the creature said. He is not ready. Suddenly, Luke understood. The small green creature was Yoda himself, and Yoda didn't seem impressed with him. Adventure, Yoda said scornfully. Excitement. A Jedi craves not these things. I won't fail you, Luke said. Yoda just had to train him. He'd come all that way. I'm not afraid. Oh, you will be, Yoda said. He looked very stern. You will be. Luke threw himself into his training with Yoda. He spent his days running through the swamps of Dagobah with Yoda riding on his shoulders, doing his best to let the Force flow through him. Every day he got a bit better, but the training took everything he had. Luke had never been so tired in his entire life. A Jedi's strength flows from the Force, Yoda told him as they ran. But beware of the dark side. Consume you it will, as it did Obi-Wan's apprentice. Vader, Luke said. He knew that Darth Vader had once been a Jedi before he went to the dark side. One day, Luke and Yoda came to a cave in the swamp where the dark side was strong. Inside the cave was like a dream. Luke battled and defeated Darth Vader, and then he saw his own face revealed behind Vader's mask. The duel was a test from Yoda, and he hadn't passed. He had attacked Vader with fear and anger rather than trusting the Force. Instead of destroying Vader, he had only destroyed himself. Luke continued his training. He learned to use the Force to lift things into the air. At first, it was small things like sticks and stones. Soon, Luke was able to levitate larger stones while standing on his hands, with Yoda balanced on one of his feet. Luke felt pretty proud of himself. Gurgle, blorp. Everything tumbled down as Luke's concentration broke. His ship was sinking into the bog. Yoda told Luke to use the Force to raise his ship out of the bog. All right, Luke said. I'll give it a try. No, Yoda said. Do or do not. There is no try. Luke reached out with the Force, straining to keep the ship afloat. For a moment, the craft rose a few inches out of the murky water, but soon Luke lost focus and the ship sank completely. It's too big, he said, defeated. Size matters not, Yoda said. Judge me by my size, do you? And where you should not, because my ally is the Force. Yoda closed his eyes and extended his hand. Luke felt the Force ripple and bend around the tiny Jedi Master. He watched his X-Wing begin to rise out of the swamp, water pouring off its wings. Soon the ship was back on dry ground. I don't believe it, Luke said. That is why you fail, Yoda replied. Luke continued his training, more determined than ever. One day the Force showed him a vision of Han Solo and Princess Leia, and they were in trouble. They had been captured by Darth Vader. I've got to go to them, Luke cried. He needed to save his friends. It is the future, you see, Yoda explained. But Yoda didn't want him to go. You must complete the training, he told Luke. Then Obi-Wan appeared. He agreed with Yoda. This is a dangerous time for you, Obi-Wan said, when you will be tempted by the dark side of the Force. Luke had failed his test in the cave. He had failed to raise the X-Wing. Yoda and Obi-Wan feared Luke would fail against Vader. But Luke would not listen. He climbed into his ship where R2-D2 was already waiting for him. I'll return, Luke told Yoda. I promise. He steered the X-Wing up into space away from Dagobah and toward his trapped friends. Told you I did, Yoda said to Obi-Wan. Reckless is he. That boy is our last hope, Obi-Wan said. The fate of the entire galaxy rested on the shoulders of Luke Skywalker. But Yoda knew that Luke was not alone. No, he corrected Obi-Wan. There is another, and the Force would be with them both.